Thinking out loud from the mind of a strong black woman. If history was a lie, then your inheritance was a lie and it belonged to whom your ancestors stole it from. But you don't want to hear that because too much time has passed and you working your ass off to keep your ill-gotten gains. You ever ask yourself what if the shoe was on the other foot? Like we enslaved you, yay you, and now 100+ years later you are set up nicely for success while I struggle to prove myself. Let me give you examples since you still don't get it. Let's start with something simple like the perception of a racist supervisor. 2 female managers, one white and the other black. One manager worked the morning shift and the afternoon manager is the relief for the morning manager. The morning manager is a black female and the afternoon manager is a white female. The morning manager is expected to be on the floor to deal with clients and their issues during busy hours, and she has to be visible to the white male overlord who supervised them. When the afternoon white managers comes in, the overlord does not allow the white manager to relieve the black manager, but instead finds something for her to do, so the black manager has to stay on the floor until the end of her shift, knowing that the 2 hours of downtime is used for collateral duties. Now this is done with all the other white managers, male and female. They don't have the same expectations to be on the floor the entire shift ordered by the white overlord. See, they will treat the blacks differently, and when you call them out on their bullshit, they mentally run for the hills. They know what they were doing. See, in their eyes, blacks ain't that smart and don't measure up to the rest. To cover their bullshit, they claim they diverse just for numbers games, but they will promote or give assignments to whites to help them pad their resume before a black person. I had 13 years of working with some racist managers, so you could say, this teacher has experience. Never mind how they make you feel about your experience and years at the company you work for. It ain't no secret. Everyone knows if you speak up, you get blacklisted as a problem child. But since I don't care what they think, well, you know I made that list. See, a mind is a beautiful thing to waste, but these black hole babies will tear at your very soul, so it takes a strong black woman to navigate the professional world. Don't get me started on some of these men having to see you as manager and you are black. Jesus Christ. It's like they were conceived in a lab and they never seen blacks. These men will try to fuck you, and if they can't, they brand you difficult or gay. I had a manager like that, but he picked the wrong black woman to cross. He came off nice at first, and when he realized he cannot control me, the mentally challenged manager tried to make my life on the job difficult. Well, that's a story for another day. That piece of shit learned that black woman, a strong black woman he called dumb, ain't so dumb after all. The last 13 years has been my greatest challenge working on what now seem to me reject farm animals. So now I'm thinking out loud and having to hear my thoughts. So you see, overlords, your ancestors were thieves, rapists, murderers, and a bunch of plugs who stole an entire country. Write laws to make sure you can keep all that shit for 100 years later and keep your foot on the necks of future generations of blacks they rape, murder, lied to. See, look in the mirror, some of the apple don't fall far from the tree. Oh, they set you up nicely, so I guess that's why some of you will feel empowered to treat other people like shit. So let's be clear, not all white people have a Napoleon complex, but you will come across those that swear you the house Negro or you beneath them, and when you do hold your head up, look them straight in the eyes. Never hang your head, because remember, you are descendants of kings and queens, and they were once your slaves. Yep, whites were once slaves too, but this shit that happened in the West, well, that was just deception and lies by criminals who refuse to stop being criminals and ain't trying to set a wrong right.